I'm gonna talk about something real quick, right? I want to talk about why do you do things? Like why do you want to do this job? Why do you create art? Why do you um do this or do that? Because recently I've always been having like this deep conversation with a friend, right? Yesterday or even sometimes with another friend, and they always ask me the hardest question I find for anyone out there who truly know themselves is why do you do what you do? Such as why you do photography? Why do you make YouTube videos like this? Why do you do this? And I think that's a hard question I find that struggles with a lot of people because from my recent experience, I think the best answers you want to ask is always the whys. Like, why do you create? Why do you like make content? And that's a question I've always been struggling to answer actually because it's easy to get like in the trend of like copying people or stealing from other people or like try to go viral, chase out or try to chase for the money or chase for this or that. But I think the hardest part is actually knowing why are you doing it? Because when people always ask me like how do you go on Instagram, I always ask them why do you want to go on Instagram? And it's a deep question you have to ask yourself. Why do you want to show your artwork? Why? And then like it's a question you have to answer to yourself. It's not easy. Like when people put me on the spot, you have to keep answering it over and over and over and over. And you can never really like it's always hard. Like I can never really find my whys, why I do my stuff. Because when people ask me why do I do photography, I'm like, I don't fucking know why I do photography to be honest. And why am I making this video? Why do I want to make a lot of money? You know? And then like the art and then it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. For example, when people ask me why do I do photography, because I like taking photos and documenting, showing my art. And so, alright, why do you like documenting? Like why do you like documenting? I was like, because I like showing my memories. Alright, cool. Then why do you buy a camera? Because I want to have the high quality photo. But can't you do it on your phone? And then that's when it gets me. And I'm always trying to figure out the whys. Like why do I do things? Why do this or that? It's a question I'm trying to figure out right now. Like why do I do this? Why do that? And it's hard to like. That's why sometimes you gotta find who you are as a person. Like find your true authenticity and all of that. Because I think like if you're trying to find who you are as a person, then you'll make it. But then I don't know. I just find it hard to figure out who you are because I don't know. It gets recently like it's even like when I make content or even like because it's easy to lose track because I find like people want to follow for who you are as a person, right? In terms of that, and you got to show your authenticity, and that's hard to do. It's hard to do it because everyone copies, right? Like everyone copies this, but like you got to show what's authentic to you, like what's something you genuinely like from the heart. I think that's more important. Now it's a deep question, it's a deep philosophy question, but I'm still figuring this out in myself. Like even like for example, why do you want to travel? Because I just love doing new experience. I just love it. It's a hard question to answer. It's a hard question. Like you shouldn't question people on like sometimes it gets really deep. It gets deep, but I think if you ask more of the deeper questions to yourself, like the whys, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out why you do things. And it's not easy. If it was easy then everyone will have their life figured out. And the problem with this is like the person you are today is gonna be it's gonna be different to the person you are the next 5 years. Because it's hard. It's a hard question, man. Like for example, like 5 years ago, me it was completely different to the 5 years now, Chinny. Because 5 years ago, me used to love playing tennis, used to be, and now 5 years later, me is into photography and all of that, and into content creation. And then who knows, 5 years me might be into entrepreneurship or making money. I don't know, or maybe into other stuff. Because the person you are today is gonna be different. And I think the best way to really lean into who you are as a person is I think like just be authentic to who you are today. Like be authentic. Like what do you actually want to do? I think that's the best way I find. I like to lean into the authenticity. Like literally create stuff or make stuff or like do things that you genuinely want to fucking do right now. I think that's how you lean into the authenticity. How you actually want to know, because there's no really right or wrong answer how to live your life. Like it's a lot of these self improvement people say you need to do this, do this, do this. But like in my opinion, you gotta find who you are as a person, And that takes time, because the person you are 5 years ago is completely different person today. Like, for example, I kind of wish my younger self knew about business, how to make money, how to drive conversion rate. But now, like, I was a completely different person, and even today, I'm still questions my whys. Like, do I want to do photography as a career, or why do I do this? It's a question you have to figure it out. It's not easy. It's not easy. Everyone has their whys, So, I don't know. It's just like, even like you see all these other business models, these entrepreneurs. Oh, you should do this business model. It's the best way to make money. Yeah, for sure. But then why are you doing it? To make a lot of money, right? But then there's other business what you can do to make a lot of money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a question you have to answer to yourself. It's not easy to answer that, like the whys, or show who you are. Because I think the why questions are the ones that are going to figure out what you actually want to do. So, I don't know. I hope you gain some sort of value out of this. So, I thought I'd just come in and just talk about it, So, yeah. Alright, see ya. Bye.